Do you sometimes see some posts on some people's posts on social media, wherever, whichever social media, YouTube or Instagram or TikTok? Well, maybe TikTok, maybe not TikTok, but maybe LinkedIn, guys, LinkedIn. And you look at all these posts, and it's like it's only your life that nothing exciting is happening. Nothing exciting. Speak good English, Christy. It's like it's only that's part of the something exciting that should happen in your life. Speak good. It's like it's only in your life that nothing exciting is happening. It's like every other person is, doing things, international things, traveling to, the Bahamas, traveling anywhere they want. It's like other people have money to do whatever they want to do with their lives. It's like, they are living their best life. And I'm not just talking about, vacation and all that. They are, doing it's big things. You are seeing this young person that says she's on Forbes 30 under 30, and you are 39, 1 year to 40.
You're consign. Let people live their life.
And you're seeing this person saying she's having, transactions, she's having discussion with the United Nations. And it's not like you look at the person's age, she's maybe 35, and you are like 22, and you're like, before I reach 35, I'll be able to achieve what she has achieved. No! You looked at the person's age, she's 21, and you're almost 40. And you look at yourself and you're like, And I had dreams when I was growing up. And I said I wanted to become doctor. Those 3 professions they used to say we should do. Medicine, you can be mentioning it as long as I'm mentioning it. Medicine, engineering, and what's the last one? Lawyer. Those 3 professions were the ones our parents knew, and they were the ones they wanted. And at some point, let me tell you guys, at some point in my life, I said I wanted to become a medical doctor. You know why I changed my mind that I'm not going to become a medical doctor again? I'll tell you guys. So the reason I said I wasn't going to be a medical doctor, the reason I changed my mind about that profession, as much as the profession is a good one, it's a beautiful one, it's a noble profession. The day I decided I was not going to be a doctor was the day I saw the car my family doctor was driving, as a young girl. I saw the car and I was like, who is the owner of this car? And they told me it was my family doctor that was driving the car. And I said, no way, if this is the car a doctor is driving, I am not going to be a medical doctor. The car was, no, I don't want, if this is the car, the medical doctor, the work me I want to do, no, capital, no, cancel it. I don't want to be, and I think that was the day I decided, I started changing my mind. So what I am now? What am I? See, I don't even know. English is not even Englishing me this afternoon. What am I now? I don't do medical doctor. What am I doing? Have you ever gotten to that point where you felt like life is passing you by? It's like, especially if you are in your 30s, you are not a Gen Z, and you are not, an elderly person. It's not like it's like you're at that stage where you feel like it's like you don't even have a lot of time on your hands to even do some of the things that you want to do with your life. Like you even have, like, at this point you feel like if you have not achieved at this point you feel like if I have not achieved what I'm supposed to, at least be on the path, at least let me know that okay, this is what I'm facing. Maybe it have not grown as much as I want it to grow, but I don't even, at this point it's possible that at 30 something you don't even know what you want to do with your life. Sometimes you ask yourself, so what is my life all about? If you have ever asked yourself that question, this video is for us, because me too, I have asked myself too. There's this young girl. So saying that young girl, I think I have to change it. As I said that young girl, I felt like an old person. I feel like I'm old. There's this lady. She's actually still I think she's in her mid-20s. And she's doing wonderfully well. She's doing great things. She's doing international things. She's, traveling to this country today, traveling to the other country tomorrow. No, she's not going for, it's not just vacation, she's not just vacationing. She's, going for career reasons. This young girl of 20 something, I think she should be maybe 24. I would say 24. She cannot be more than 24. I think she has stood up her age before. I think she cannot be more than 24. and she's not doing international things, like traveling, to do to further a career that some of us in our close to 40 years, we are not even sure where the career is facing. Is it here? Is this one I should do? I mean, is that one? I mean, and seeing things like that, as much as it's supposed to inspire you, as much as it's supposed to encourage you, sometimes it also dampens you. It also makes you feel, dampens your mood to say, so me, what am I doing with my life? What is my life supposed to achieve? When is that time out, make a discovery that'll be the discovery that'll change the world? What am I doing with my life? And I don't know if I'm the only one in these shoes, but sometimes I feel like my life is passing me, like it's going fast, too fast. And I'm like, okay, can you hold on? And I think I felt this way a lot on my last birthday. I turned 35 on my last birthday. And I felt old, like mid-30s. Ha! And I looked at my life, I'm like, okay, so let me count my achievements. What have I achieved in my life? And I was like, no, it's not enough. It's not enough for a 30-something-year-old person to have achieved. Like, I should have done better with my life. I actually felt that way. And I don't know if you are also, like, if you have ever felt that way or you are feeling that way right now. You look at some people, especially when you see people, post about their updates, about their career growth. Instagram self is even okay. LinkedIn, you LinkedIn people, please stop oppressing. And I know it's not oppressing. No, stop oppressing, as I said, was just out of, I don't know where that came from. I know it is not oppressing other people to share your progress in life. It is not oppressing, and I don't take it as oppressing. I used to take it as oppressing. There was a point in my life where I was like, what is it? It's too much. But now I know that it is not called oppressing. It is called sharing your life journey, and it is my it is my page. It is my handle. I can share whatever I want with my handle. I can share whatever I want. Like, if you are not okay with it, unfollow me or leave the app. Leave the app. If people that are posting Instagram is disturbing you, leave the app. Leave you link to him. But that's not the reason for this video. So, it's like people are sharing their growth, and I'm not just talking about, people that, it's not just about wanting the good things of life. Maybe it's not just about wanting to have more money to travel, to eat at the best restaurants. So no, that's not what is peppering you. What is peppering you is this person seems to have it all together in their career, and you is like, you don't understand. It's like your life is going and you don't know what will I be known for. I think that's the thing for some of us, like, okay, so what will my life achieve? What will be the achievement of my life? And that is the essence of, like, that is what I'm talking about in this video. What is the essence of my life? And the first thing that I'm going to encourage you not to do is don't compare yourself to another person. So imagine myself, a 30-something-year-old, compare myself to a 20-something-year-old girl. I'll just keep myself with depression. And the girl will not even know that her life have given somebody depression. I'll just keep myself with depression if I decide to, focus on our growth and the only thing I can pick from our growth is jealousy or depression, because I feel like it's like she's achieving a lot and I'm not achieving anything. So the first thing you don't want to do, the first thing you want to try and drag yourself, it will be difficult though. It will be difficult. Like, I'm not even trying to, make this sound harder than it is going to be. It is going to be difficult to try and take yourself away from comparison. But try and do it. Do it. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Even your twin sister or your twin brother or your sibling. Don't compare. Even somebody that is the same age, they give birth to you on the same day. Don't compare yourself to anybody. That's the first step. Not to fall into depression after seeing that this person is achieving plenty things with their life. And your own life is like, okay, what am I doing? Don't fall into comparison. If you find yourself comparing, take yourself back, like, hold it and say, no, today, the devil, you will not steal my joy. I'm not going to compare myself to anybody. So that's the first thing you want to do. That's the first step you want to take. Make a conscious effort to hold your thoughts in rein. Hold your thoughts so that you don't fall into comparison. Another thing I need you to know is that it's not all of us that will be Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube famous. It's not everybody that would, have 10 million followers on their Instagram page in their lifetime. Like, it's not everybody that will be famous in life. It's not everybody that can, and being famous, different things, come to play. Different things contribute to your being famous. You can say you want to be a funny person, but if you are not a funny person naturally, there's nothing you can do about it. You can say this person is, she's into whatever. Like, it's not all of us that will be famous like that, like that. It's not all of us that everybody will know. Well, it's not all of us that when they mention our name in rooms, people will say, yeah, that person. No, it's not all of us. So let that, accept that is a reality of life. That it's not everybody that will be famous in this life. And if I fall into the category of the people that will not be, that famous in this life, then it's okay. I don't have to kill myself because of it. Moving on from this, the next thing you want to do is in your sphere of, in your circle of influence, in your environment, in your own, the little you can do in your environment, find somebody you can render help to. Find somebody you can make impact in their life. That is one, you are famous to that person. Once you can help somebody, you can, influence somebody positively. You can make a change in a person's life. You are famous for that person. So for some of us, it is, that small famous that we get. We will not get the one that there's this person on that I see on Instagram. I've forgotten his name now. That goes about giving people different equipment. Sometimes it gives them grinding machine. Some of us will not be that famous, but the small people you can help around you, you are famous to them. And if that is all you can do in your lifetime, it is also okay. That's also fine. So one other thing you want to do is to find people around you can help. You can influence somebody. You can help somebody. You are not too poor. Yeah. Not to, like, you are not that poor that there is nobody you can help. No. I do not agree. I will not agree that you are that poor, that there is nobody you can help. And remember that sometimes help does not necessarily have to do with you giving somebody something. It could be like being a source of encouragement, a source of comfort to somebody. But sometimes that one too will need you to spend your money. But like, you cannot be that poor, Don't tell me that you are that poor that there is nobody in this life that you can help. Find somebody to help. It doesn't have to be you taking on a responsibility to say, okay, I'm going to pay your school fees. If you can do that, that's not a bad thing. But do something that, helps another person. And the fact is, there's a feeling of accomplishment. I know it's a selfish feeling that comes, there's a feeling of accomplishment that comes when you help other people. There's a feeling of, yeah, I helped that person. Well, I don't know whether there's medical whatever now come and tell us there's something that is released when you help another person. I don't know that one. I don't know medical anything. There's always somebody that needs help around you. Even if it is prayer, you can pray for the person. That is help. Help people with prayers, help people with your resources, and that is another thing you can do to get out of that feeling of life is passing you by. Another thing you should know is if there's anything you want to do, don't think you are too old or life has passed so much that you cannot do it. If there's anything you want to do, this is the time to remember those people that they said start businesses as they said KFC started at 65. This person started at, I saw one post the other day that somebody got married at 50 or maybe 6. I can't remember. Like, if there's anything you want to do with your life, I don't know how old you are that you're watching this video, but don't think that you are too old to achieve that thing. See, Mommy Funke Adejumo, she just enrolled to be a lawyer. Like, she just enrolled in a law. I think law the course takes about maybe 7 years or something. I think it's about 7 years to become a lawyer in Nigeria. She just embarked on that journey. She's 60 something. I think she's 60 something. So by the time she's done, she's close to 70. Are you 60 something years old? Even if you're 60 something years old, that's an example to learn from. Like, at 60 something, she's enrolling to become a lawyer. So if there's anything you think that will help you to not have that feeling of life is passing, if there's any dream you have and you still have that dream and you feel like achieving that dream will help you, feel like you have achieved something with your life, feel like gives you that feeling of, okay, this is my life made a meaning. If there's anything like that make you have that feeling, start it, do it, enroll in that school, start that business, do that, take that journey, travel the travel that you want to travel, if there's anything at all, start the relationship. If the relationship that you need in your life, do things that, don't if there's any dream you had, don't think you are too old or too far gone to be able to achieve that dream. Take steps today, that dream is possible. One other thing you want to do is get out of your comfort zones. I know that, at this point when you feel like life is passing you by or life has passed you by, and the only thing you can do, for example, for me now, I may, be tempted to think, well, the only thing now I can do with my life is take care of my kids until they grow, not just nurture them, or, until adulthood. And tell me, so when they grow and become adults and they go and start their own families, what should I do with my life? If I don't start thinking of what to do with my life right now, by the time these kids, I heard of somebody that, was very, was almost falling into depression because her child was going, as her child decided to leave the city where she was to another city, because that child is only that, like, that was her life's purpose, and this purpose is like, the purpose is done, the purpose is cooked and done and ready to go into the world. So she felt lost, and like her life does not have any meaning anymore. So even as people that have children, that have young children, if there's anything you want to do, get out of your comfort zone, set goals and work to achieve them. Because at the end of the day, if people that are 50, 60, 70 will look at people like us and still feel like, these ones are still young. So in other words, we are still young. Some people still look at us and feel like we are young. As much as we are looking at that 19-year-old girl, 21-year-old girl, we are feeling like, what was I doing with my life when I was 21?
Are you playing? What type of playing is this?
Some people are still looking at us as young people. And set your goals, get out of your comfort zones. Those things you feel, those things you are used to, that is making you not to work on, your goals. Get out of those comfort zones. Get out of those comfort zones, set goals and make plans on how to achieve them. What do you want to do with your life? Set a goal. Get out of your comfort zone. If it is, you want to go back to school, if it is reading in the night that will take you out of your comfort zone and you need that to achieve your goals, read in the night. If it is going to the library that you're not used to going to the library, when was the last time I went to library? Get out of your comfort zone and go to the library. If it is applying for that job that you're like, when was the last time? Have I even ever written? I beg to apply, sir. Get out of your comfort zone. If applying for that job is something that will help you, achieve your purpose. Another thing you want to do is maybe write how you feel. Write it out. If writing will help you, if speaking about it will help you, speak about it to somebody. It could be a professional person. It could be, a friend. It could be, just let out the feelings. Let out the feelings that, that feeling of life does not have meaning, life is passing me by. Let it out. Speak to somebody about it. Write it out, speak it out, because if you keep internalizing that feeling and it is not, you don't learn to shake it off. If you can't shake it off, then talk to somebody about it that can help you get out of that feeling. Because if that feeling is not dealt with, it is depression knocking on your door. And if you don't talk to somebody or do something about those thoughts, depression will knock, and at some point it is you yourself, you open the door and allow depression to enter. Because you are not going to be depressed, people on this channel is the reason you want to let out your feelings. Write about it, talk to somebody about it. This one, I don't know, I tried doing this just before we left Nigeria, and it is to volunteer. I know that we don't have lots of volunteer opportunities in Nigeria. We have lots of them here, but really, I've not had time to volunteer anything. I will not lie to you people. I have not had volunteer volunteer your time. Volunteer your time in order for you to, pour into, that's another way you can influence other people. When you volunteer your time to meet with people, it could be children, it could be volunteer, it's in different ways. Maybe volunteer with groups that helps homeless people, volunteer with groups that help children, volunteer with groups that help women, volunteer with groups that help men. When you volunteer your time, you are also helping somebody. And like I said earlier, that person you are helping, you are like a star to that person. That person you are famous to that person. I think that was the way I put it earlier. You are famous to that person. And if if having a meaning in your life is what is making you feel this way, volunteering your time and helping others will help you give meaning to your life. That My being here helps this person to be better. My being here helps this person to feel like life has a meaning. My being here helps this child, to think, to remember that somebody loves them. So when you have those thoughts, it helps you to get out of your own thought of thinking life does not have any meaning. This other one also helps, and this is travel, travel, travel. If you cannot travel out, travel in. If you cannot travel out, for example, you are in a country and you cannot travel out of the country, travel in the country. Yes. If you cannot travel out, travel in. That's something. I don't know. I think it just came to my head now. Wisdom is wisdom. That wisdom just if you can't travel out, maybe for example, because you don't have the finances for it, travel in. Travel, leave your comfort. It's part of leaving your comfort zone. Don't be used to just the western part of the country. You don't know anything about the east. You don't know anything about the north. Travel. Traveling helps you, meet other people, broadens your perspective about life. So maybe that thing you're even thinking that it's not a big deal that you're doing with your life. You will see that it's actually a big deal, and that is something that traveling does. It broadens your perspective about life and makes you get out of your own head, makes you get out of your own feelings and thoughts. So travel, travel, travel. Increase your perspective about life, increase your horizon. Yoruba will say a child will think that his father's farm is the biggest until you visit another person's farm. So traveling will also help you to stop thinking traveling will also help you to stop thinking like life is passing you by. If there's any place you want to there's actually a country that I've been saying since I was young that I was going to visit that country. I will start saving to visit. Save towards your traveling plans. You can do it. You can. Travel, travel, travel. It helps you get out of the feeling of life as no meaning. Another thing you want to do while you're feeling this way is to stay healthy. Eat healthy. Because that's another thing we used to see on Instagram that used to tension us. We'll see this person. For example, Kate Henshaw is tensioning us. I'm not sure how old that lady is, but she should be in her 50s. I don't know if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. She should be in her 50s. And her body is more toned than me that I am 30 something here. That's another thing that tensions us on Instagram. People's, the way people takes care of their body. So if that is a goal for you, don't just say we have kuku giving birth to children and there's nothing we can do about it and take steps. Staying in shape is also a way not to feel like life is passing you by, because at the end of the day, it is an healthy body, healthy mind, healthy person that would eventually live the life that will not pass them by. I don't know if I said, if it made meaning, if I said it right. But you need to be healthy to be able to enjoy the life. So exercise, eat well, eat good, eat healthy food. And one other thing I want to say that would help you is to enjoy your life. Enjoy every phase of your life. This phase where you feel like life is not so exciting, nothing is going on, it feels so boring. It's like your life is boring. Sometimes it's like life is boring. Like, what is this life, Steve? What is happening in this life? Sometimes it's like life is boring. Even now that it feels like life is boring, enjoy it. Enjoy every part of your journey. Enjoy every step of the way. And I'll keep saying it. I can't remember the title of the book, but it was Joyce Meyer that wrote it. And it was about enjoying your life on the way to where you want to be. Because you are going to take steps now. You are going to do, things that will help you to ensure that your life has meaning. You are going to enjoy your life until you start feeling that your life has meaning. So enjoy every step of the way. And this word, please, if you have not listened to any other thing that I've been saying before, you need to listen to this one. And it is that sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit. Sometimes as human beings, we don't give ourselves enough credit, because this person is posting about achievements, her career achievements, the things she's doing with her life, how many countries she has visited, and she's getting thousands, millions of likes. We feel like the things we have achieved does not have meaning or is not as important. the things you have achieved too is as important as the other person. Even though some of us are conservative, we don't want to post our lives on social media. So when we see some people that are posting their lives on social media and getting all the attention, it makes us kind of feel like we are less, we are inferior to them. Sometimes, I don't know, I'm just saying, that might not be your story. But sometimes you just feel like we don't give ourselves enough credit, and it is because it's still because of comparison. You're comparing yourself. But if you look at your life, I don't believe that there's any life actually that is meaningless, that is not touching anybody, that is not So this thing I said, I remember that there was somebody that said that when I smile, it makes her happy, it gives her hope. And I was like, oh, I'm just like, when I smile, like, so in other words, just me existing and being happy. It might not even be I'm smiling at her, maybe I'm just talking with somebody and I smile. When I smile, she's happy, she has hope. So if somebody can say that to me, and she was not trying to get, it's not my sibling, it's not somebody that was trying to get some money from me. So she was not trying to ginger me to part with anything. So it was not a compliment that should make my hair swell up so that I would drop something. You understand? So she actually meant it, not because she wanted to gain anything from it. If somebody can feel like my smile makes her happy, imagine how many people that will not tell you that your being in existence makes happy. That is even like the lowest of it. Like, that is saying that you are not even trying to do anything for anybody. You are not, and I know that you are also trying your best. You are doing what you can for your children. You are doing what you can for your family. You are doing what you can for yourself. You are trying to make yourself a better person. You are not just stagnant. Or even if you have gotten to the point where you feel like you are tired, you have achieved some things with your life. So we are not giving ourselves enough credit. Get out of that mindset of not giving yourself credit. Celebrate every win. Celebrate even little. Even the five new subscribers. I think I'll start putting community posts every time I have 5 new subscribers. It is a win. I must celebrate it. That was a joke, but I think it will help me to know that okay, there's a growth, right? I'm not stagnant. I'm not. Celebrate every win, even the ones you feel are little. Celebrate every win. Celebrate every win, and this is what will help you. Get into that mode of living a grateful life. We've said all the things about try to make yourself a better person, do things that will help you to, be better, that will help you to grow, that will help you to further your career. But at the end of the day, we are not stagnant. There's nobody that is stagnant. I don't know. I just believe that there's nobody that is not achieving something with their lives. So celebrate the things you are achieving with your life. If it is to start a gratitude journal, to know that this thing happened, so that you will remember the next time, so that anytime you feel like okay, it's like my life does not have meaning, you can go to your gratitude journal and see the things that God has helped you to achieve, and see the things that you've been able to influence other people, how you have been a reason for another person's happiness or something. Celebrate every win and live a grateful life. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it's not too long. I'll see if it's not going to be too long. Thanks for watching this video. Until we see in the next one, keep winning, keep living your life, keep enjoying it, and stay beautiful. And in case you have something to say about the video, don't hold it. Please share it in the comments. That also helps the algorithm. It helps YouTube to say, okay, people like the video and they are talking about it in the comment section. Yeah, please help me. Share this video too, in case you know somebody that will benefit. Even if you don't know anybody that will benefit from watching the video, please still share. The person that you think may not benefit may eventually benefit. So share the video, like, subscribe, comment. Thanks guys. Until we see you in the next video, have a beautiful life. Bye guys. Bye.